They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on second down, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Herbert now. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 7 yards, the pickup there. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And able to work his way down to the 16. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Herbert throwing again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. There he goes, right side. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Flacco from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
They're running the jet sweep with Joey. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Flacco. He'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Flacco. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Operating off play action. Flacco. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Jordan. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? These two teams all tied after 1. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Joey Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action. Flacco. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. He's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Flacco off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Kiki QT now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. First down and more for Allen. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second and goal, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 3 yards out, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
To throw is Strebler. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Setting up to throw, Flacco.
A slant to Jones.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Flacco will take to the air again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. 20. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Strebler. Jones has it.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To pass, Flacco. Runs over it, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Flacco. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Stopped immediately there. Desmond King making the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Gabe Neighbors,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Jerry Tillery in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Operating out of the gun. Flacco is complete to Jones.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Open man is QT, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Past the 20.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Eckler. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Gabe Neighbors
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chargers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Staying on the ground, it's Love. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Strebler. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the gun, Flacco. Buying time to his left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An 8-play drive to this point, so here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They turn to Love on the handoff. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
6 yards there on the keeper at second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On first down, here's Love. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those every week.